Janae is here from Cafe Janae, and time for your dish of the day, and we're getting healthy in the kitchen. We were healthy yesterday too. Brienne brought her juicer and made all sorts of yummy juices, and now we're talking another alternative if you want to be healthy but chew your food.
Right, right.
You can do the
these
muffins.
Are chewable.
What's in there, Janae?
So these are whole grain cranberry zest muffins. They're made with spelt flour, which is, it's kind of like whole wheat flour, but it's a different grain that has less gluten in it. So people that can't handle the gluten in wheat, a lot of times they can handle spelt flour. And
I didn't know that. I hadn't heard of that before.
So it's still the whole grain. It's not processed. It's just, it looks exactly like wheat, and you can get that flour at a health food store. And then what we're going to do is make muffins out of this. And normally when you get your muffins at Costco or the grocery store, you've got hydrogenated oil and sugar and white flour in there. We want to get away from that and eat nutritionally dense, healthy food. So we're using whole grains, honey instead of sugar. We're using coconut oil instead of hydrogenated oil. So we got a lot of good stuff in here.
So you've substituted, and it still is going to taste great.
It is going to taste amazing. And I had a lot of people say, what can I do for breakfast that's just really quick and easy? These you can make on the weekend, pop them in the freezer, and then when you're ready for breakfast, just either set it out the night before or grab it on the way out the door, and you've got an instant breakfast.
See, then you're ready to go when you don't grab the sugared cereal, which I do.
And I'm all about that. Making it ahead of time and then having your freezer full of yummy stuff you can just grab.
All right, Janae, how do we put this together?
All right, so a lot of people don't know this, but all grains have a coating on the outside. It's called phytic acid, and what it does, it's an enzyme inhibitor that makes it hard for you to digest the grain. If you soak the grains before eating them, it breaks off all those enzyme inhibitors. It dissolves them off the outside of the grain, and then you can digest them more easily. Plus, it like releases extra nutrients in the grain that you wouldn't have access to.
How long should you soak before?
Well, so what I've done with this is I've just taken the whole grain spelt flour, which looks like this, and I've mixed it with water and a little tiny bit of apple cider vinegar. And what that does is it starts to break things down. You mix it up and you leave this on the counter overnight, just at room temperature. Okay. And that's the base of your muffins. And then when you wake up in the morning, all you have to do is just mix in the rest of the stuff. And this has been kind of pre-digested, and it's whole grain, and all those enzyme inhibitors have been dissolved.
Perfect. So we have that ready to go.
So we have that.
Then what do we add?
And then we're going to put in the wet ingredients. We've got some honey here that we're just going to mix in instead of sugar. And again, like I say this on all the shows, but honey is a tonic in a lot of cultures, and so it's very healing for your stomach, very healing for your body. We've also got some vanilla. Okay. Make sure you're reading the labels with your vanilla so you're not getting the kind with propylene glycol in there.
That's what you look for.
Right.
You don't want that on the
So you just want vanilla and alcohol in there, and that's it, nothing else. This is coconut oil. And again, I tell you this every time I come in too, coconut oil is so good for you. It's your body burns it up as a carbohydrate and doesn't store it as a fat. So you can get really healthy. And I've had people say, oh my gosh, I started using coconut oil and I'm actually losing weight when I'm using coconut oil.
Where can I find that?
Any health food store will carry coconut oil. Then we're gonna have 2 eggs in here. You can crack those babies in there if you want. And what we're gonna flavor these with, this is just the basic muffin recipe, and you can take this and flavor it up however you want. You can put apples and cinnamon in here to make apple cinnamon muffins. You can throw blueberries in here to make blueberry muffins. There's just a lot of options. What we're gonna do today, my family wanted something zesty, so I zested some orange. Here's some orange zest.
I love the smell of
I love the smell too, and I love the taste. It's delicious.
And a little lemon in there
too. A little bit of lemon zest. Okay. And we're just gonna mix that in there. And then we've got, for our dry ingredients, we just have some baking soda, baking powder, and a little bit of salt. We're just gonna mix that up together real quick.
Really, once you have the ingredients, Janae, that comes together really quickly.
It really does, and you can, like I said, you can measure it out ahead of time at night and then just have muffins really quickly the next day. And
I like that you did the tiny little bite-sized.
Aren't they cute? Yeah, I just love those. They're cute and they're fun.
Pop them in your mouth and go.
That's right, and so there's your muffin batter, and then I'm gonna have some fruit juice sweetened cranberries. Usually if you just go to the store and get the craisins, they are dipped in sugar. These have been dipped in apple juice, so they're sweetened with fruit juice and no sugar in them.
I love Janae's ideas. Like, I didn't even think about that. That's true. If you're not reading the labels, you don't know.
You don't know, exactly.
Where can people learn more from you about healthy cooking?
You can go to cafejanae.com, and I've got videos, and I've got an events calendar. I've got a class coming up in the second week of March where you can come and learn how to make all these healthy foods. We've got recipe books online, and today we've got our healthy breakfast recipe book on special, so go check that out. I've got a free recipe book online and free videos, so go check that out.
Cafejanae.com, and you can find this recipe on our website, cw30.com/dailydish. And of course, we also have our recipe hotline. You're gonna put those in there, and you can't chew anything because you're juicing.
Janae, you know I love it when you're here in the kitchen.
I'll leave you one. You can have it. You can have it after
tomorrow.
You stop juicing. That's
Tomorrow.
right. Tomorrow.
Thanks, Janae.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Coming up on Good Things Utah today, we have a group of kids from Utah has invented a robot that could make your produce safer. We'll show you how it works.
They're so cute. The kids are here and they've been setting it all up. Also, downtown is rising. We'll show you all the exciting things happening downtown. And Utah Steppers are going to teach us some pretty cool dance moves. So we'll see you on Good Things Utah at 10 o'clock over on ABC4. Just a couple minutes away.
And right now, coming up, we have your viral video, so stay with us.